Welcome to Protect and Grow with Chicagoland certified financial planner Tim Stearns of TJ Stearns Incorporated. Trust, respect, and results. TJ Stearns Incorporated focuses on comprehensive financial planning and benefits.
And welcome into the program. This is Protect and Grow Chicagoland Retirement with Chicagoland's certified financial planning professional. He is Tim Stearns, CFP, president and founder of TJ Stearns Inc., your local resource, Chicagoland. And if you have investment, retirement, or planning related questions, pick up the phone and give Tim a call. Be happy to go through those with you. 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256. Tim, as we kick off a new year here, a lot of people are having those financial, investment, retirement planning related questions, especially after the year that we saw last year, 2022, unfortunately, a very challenging year. What say you about the financial resolutions that we should be making and striving for here in 2023? See any progress ahead?
Well, I think it's going to be a difficult year. If inflation definitely is not under control. We have the Fed still lurking out there that they're going to raise some more rates. That never really is good for the market. So I'm thinking that people need to be cautious. You still need to stay the course, putting your money in your 401ks and that type of thing. But, give a little pause on that. I think people have taken the gas pedal off as far as being aggressive with the market, which is a good thing because we got lackadaisical, right? We had a 13-year bull market, and now we're kind of getting, that cold water in the face saying, hey, all good things come to an end. It is a bumpy road, but it's a road that we have to travel to retire, to stay above inflation, that type of thing. But that's why now more than ever, the 59.5 loophole for anybody out there that's listening, is a great loophole to take your money out of your 401k while you're still working. Your deferral stays the same and your match stays the same from the company. But at the end of the day, now you can kind of take your own control of your own money into an IRA that maybe you could have some stop losses, or you could open up the world to all the different vehicles that are out there. Those are things that we're talking to our clients about.
Tim, let's back up on that point for a moment. The 59.5 loophole you stated. What is that? What do you mean by that? And I know you just gave a little bit of a definition and some of the benefits, but give us what that means for us as individuals, and how do we know if it is something that we should be paying attention to?
No problem. So if you're over the age of 59.5 years old, the Department of Labor has made a law, I'll call it, an opportunity that people that are over that age are able to take money out of their current 401ks, 403bs, even 457s out there. And so what we're able to do is to take that money and then put it into an IRA. Now, nothing changes as far as what you're deferring into your 401ks and your tax qualified dollars that are still going in there.
So the 401k keeps going.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. It does not stop.
And is that distribution going to be taxable? Sorry.
No, you're great point. I did not say that. It is, of course, not taxable because you'd move it into an IRA, and that IRA can be your own doing, or you can get an advisor to help you. If your advisor hasn't talked to you about it, give us a call. We'll be happy to show you, the different menu of items that your money can go into, because most of us in America under the age of 59.5 are beholden to what the offerings are at our companies, right? Whatever they have, the mutual funds is what we're going to have to take. Well, if I'm over the age of 59.5, even the government sees the value in that they allow us to take our money. It's called an in-service distribution, and put it into an IRA. You could put into more dynamic investing, maybe have some stop losses in there, other vehicles that would be better for you than just the run-of-the-mill mutual funds.
All right. Starting the program off this week with a golden nugget, ladies and gentlemen. If you are 59.5 or above, this is something to certainly pay attention to. If you've got dollars in a 401k still participating, that in-service distribution. And if you want more information or help and assistance with that, or seeing if it is something that would be beneficial to you, pick up the phone and give Tim Stearns, CFP, a call. 800-640-2256. That's 800-640-2256. 800-640-2256. And Tim, it's like conventional wisdom at this point in time. I think 11 out of 10 financial advisors seem to tell us that when we leave a company, we should take our money with us. What you're saying is that we can still be at that company And if we're 59 and a half or over, might make sense to take our money with us or reposition it. No taxes, no loss of capability inside the 401k. If my company's matching, I continue to put the dollars in and continue to get that match.
Right. Nothing changes except for your money. The larger portion of it is moved into an IRA that you're in charge of. Whether, again, you could do it yourselfer and do it, or you could put it with an advisor that maybe could get you into some institutional type investments where, you have stop losses, more active management, more dynamic management than a mutual fund would bear. These are opportunities that, we need to take advantage of, especially in what I think is going to be another rough 2023, just like 2022 was. I don't think it's going to be a linear up or down. I just think it's going to be, 2 steps up, 1 step back type of thing. So we need to be more cognizant of where our money is invested and how it's invested.
The new year is always a good time to reflect on goals and review progress and to set benchmarks. So again, this may be something that is applicable to you or a family member, spouse, loved one, coworker. If you're 59 and a half or above, that in-service distribution, something you should explore and learn more about this year. If you've got your balance in your 401k, whether it be $500,000 or $1 million, you can reposition that while the ongoing contributions, maybe you're putting in $2,000 a month. Those stay the same, right? Those on a track, you get to continue and capture whatever company matches there, but maybe do different, maybe better things with your lump sum balance. And certainly in a challenging year that we've seen in 2022 and what could potentially be another challenging year in the year ahead, there may be better options than the simple menu set choices inside of your 401k. So again, if you'd like more details, give Tim Stearns, CFP, a call, 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256. And Tim, I remember doing this program with you for a number of years here, pre-COVID, 2018, 2019, you talking about, hey, folks, we've had a great run in the market and we're sort of overdue for a correction. COVID came and you said that was a disruption, but maybe not the correction that you were anticipating. And then 2022 came along and it's like, okay, the market has certainly changed its environment, and 2022 really erased most, if not all, of the gains that many people made across 2021, 2020, and even a little bit pre-COVID. So again, like you've said, the Texas two steps forward, 2 steps back, except now we're looking at losing the progress that we've made over a number of years, which isn't desirable or palatable, especially if we are close to or in retirement.
I mean, and again, that comes with having a plan, right? Not having a plan is having a plan. And I see these people all the time just winging it in retirement. I don't believe in that. So we need to be smarter about, for example, what you're going to do with your money. I always ask people, do you have a decumulation strategy? Do you have a strategy of how you're going to take your money out? Where are you going to take your money out of first? Is it your Roths? Is it your non-qualified money, meaning not in your 401ks and that type of thing? Or is it going to be your IRAs? There's a lot of different things that are going on in Congress that have changed the landscape a little bit with, the Secure Act. So with the Secure Act, you're looking at they moved it to 72, right? And then there's changes coming through that as well that are going to move it up to 75. And we'll get into that in a different show. But I'm just saying, these are things that we stay up on. They're passing these laws a lot of times in between Christmas and New Year's when, we're all with our families, not kind of our eye on the ball, not so much, right? So these are the things that we're keeping an eye on. So when you have a plan, the best thing about an income allocation plan is that they're dynamic. And so you can change it on the fly if you have to. But better yet, you need to have a base. And how does that look? And how are you going to take your money out? A decumulation strategy does that.
And to have that protect and grow written retirement income allocation plan in your hands, a document that you can refer to and look at and see how it works. What are the different mechanisms in up markets and down markets that can benefit, or how it would react to those different forces, and what fees you're paying, what risks you're taking, what taxes you may be liable for. That is the Protect and Grow planning strategy session that you can get there with the help and assistance of a certified financial planning professional, Tim Stearns, ladies and gentlemen. No cost, no obligations. Similar reviews across the country, by the way. We have seen go upwards of 1,000 or several thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Tim Stearns does make the offer available to you, the opportunity as being a listener to this program to get your own Protect and Grow written retirement income plan, a plan in writing for retirement, showing you those order of operations, your decumulation strategy. 800-640-2256, the number to call to take advantage. 800-640-2256. Now, Tim, we do have some silver linings here to look forward to into 2023. Social Security payments up, Medicare payments down. That's going to be a benefit for seniors and retirees.
Exactly. I mean, last year, it was interesting. Everyone got excited about the Social Security increase, and then they got the Medicare increase, and it wiped out that plus some. So this year, it's quite the opposite because of inflation. It's one of the highest raises that they've ever had for Social Security, and then Medicare is actually going down, which is obviously a good thing. For everybody out there that's living, using Social Security. A lot of people don't know when they should or should not take Social Security, or, we've had people come in here and go, I'm not really worried about that, or I'm not concerned. But they've never run a Social Security optimization report to look at the type of money that's out there. I mean, over a lifetime, it can get up to the millions, right? So there's opportunities there that you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So make sure that you're doing an analysis of when is the best time for you and your spouse to do that.
Yeah. I mean, we've worked and contributed to it over the course of our entire lifetime. Nothing to dismiss as being insignificant.
Right. And, if you go on the Social Security website, which is kind of funny, they say this only takes 15 minutes. I tell anyone who will listen to me, your 35-year record is worth more than 15 minutes of analysis when you're going to take out your Social Security, because what you're going to do is going to, also affect your spouse, So, I mean, is it, not everything is created the same and equal. So you need to make sure that you run an optimization report just to make sure that you're understanding by going now or later or in the middle what it does to you. Our Social Security optimization report is free. We'll do it for people. They just need to give us a call and we'll help them.
Again, 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256 to reach Tim Stearns, CFP. If for nothing else, making sure you're making the best decision with Social Security, again, that can add up to a sizable amount of income over the course of retirement for a married couple, into the millions of dollars. And the difference between an optimized decision and a knee-jerk, poorly timed decision can be several hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of retirement. So that's money you either get from Social Security, or you have to pull from personal investments, or you don't get at all. So definitely worth the half hour or so that it takes maybe to run that Social Security optimization report. Tim, again, 800-640-2256 if you'd like to take advantage of that offer and opportunity. Tim, how long does that process normally take if we're looking at just Social Security alone?
Well, I mean, it's a good hour. We would get information prior to the meeting, and then we'd actually put it down on pen and paper, and then actually run the report. And then you go over it, because it's not as simple as to say, oh, I should go at age 66 in so many months.
Worth it though. I mean, this is income for the duration of our lifetime, an hour of time to plan it out. Seems justifiable.
Right. And we don't, charge for our time. So, I mean, it's important that people take the time to come see us and take a look at it, and it's no harm, no foul, right? I mean, it's a great idea to take a look to see where you're at. And if your wife or husband hasn't worked a lot of their career because maybe they're raising children, well, then it becomes even more important. I have a sibling that was the situation, and he's going to wait till age 70 because he realizes that that's better off for everybody. But those are things that, one size doesn't fit all. And you need to make sure you know where it is.
Well, and Social Security is not alone in a vacuum. The decision on how to incorporate it with your larger financial and retirement picture very important because it does impact and affect many other aspects. Your assets, your withdrawal rate, your legacy will all be impacted by Social Security. So again, on to more silver linings here, Tim. 2023 RMDs will potentially be lower. Retirement account contributions are rising significantly, or contribution limits are. We hope that the actual contributions follow suit there and that people save as much as they can, and tax bracket thresholds adjusting for inflation and increasing as well.
Well, and then that goes also hand in hand with the ability to maybe do some Roth conversions, right? Because we are working on 2023, 2024, and the end of 2025 are the end of the Trump tax laws, right? So you have to look at, we have an opportunity here. It's not for everybody, but it's maybe an opportunity working within those thresholds that are raised up while the income tax rate is lower, because they're going to reset at the end of 2025. And so people are not realizing that there's maybe an opportunity here for the next 3 years that we can take advantage of. I know that we've told our clients to do that.
As things stand, Tim, we're in store for a tax increase in just a few short years. So kind of an opportunity to control and manage taxes on sale right now for proactive planners.
Right. And I don't know anyone out there who thinks taxes are going to go down. So right now is an opportunity. Someone has to pay for the omnibus bill that they just passed. Trillion. 1.7 trillion, exactly. So
and the Secure Act 2.0 that we're talking about, making changes to these retirement accounts, that's actually part of, included in that bill. By the way, it starts on page 2000 something, Tim. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. Right.
I mean, and I don't think a lot of the congressmen took time during Christmas to read the bill. So I'm going to go with that, hope for the best is what a lot of them did. But we have gotten into the nitty gritty on that, and we know exactly what that looks like. So we're happy to cover that with clients.
Again, 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256 to look at those RMDs and how those will impact, look at those increased retirement account contribution limits. Where can you take advantage? Look at tax bracket thresholds and how those are adjusting, as well as maybe a limited time opportunity to control and minimize taxes on your retirement dollars with those Roth contributions. If any of these are discussions that you have missed, not had, it's probably time that you speak with a experienced, qualified planning professional. Tim Stern, CFP here, your resource, Chicagoland. 800-640-2256. That's 800-640-2256. And Tim, as sort of alluded to, the contribution limits, while those limitations are going up, it would be really nice, advantageous if more Americans took advantage of those higher limits. That's on us, though. That's a step that we're going to have to take.
Right. And they're given those opportunities. One of the things we're talking with a lot of our clients about that are still working is to look at, they raised up the maximum employee elective deferral to $22,500. You could do that into a Roth 401k if your company is allowing that. Those are great opportunities. If you make over a certain threshold, you're not allowed to just do a plain Roth. So this is a great opportunity to put down $22,500 of after-tax dollars that will grow and never be taxed again. These are opportunities that we need to seize on. Every little bit helps, because when that money comes out, it's not taxed. And, when most of our 401ks have not been taxed ever, right? So when we're pulling the money out, you have IRMA, which is basically the Medicare surcharge, that the more money we pull out, the more expensive Medicare gets. So these are opportunities that we need to seize on while we can.
Again, speaking with Tim Stearns, CFP. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions, if you would like a complimentary review, if you would like that Protect and Grow written retirement income plan, pick up the phone, just give a call now. Have a quick conversation with Tim or a member of the team there at TJ Stearns Inc. and set up a time for a more detailed, complimentary, no cost, no obligation review and planning strategy session. 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256. Backing up year in review, Tim, last year, a pretty rough year. Inflation, the headline story, interest rates, market volatility. What do you think was the biggest story of 2022? FTX and the cryptocurrency exchange collapse? What do you think is the big headline?
I think the biggest headline is definitely inflation, because I feel like one of the slides that we talk about in class, that last September, so 2021, the Federal Reserve Board, they thought there'd be about 3 Fed rate hikes, right? And we were at a grand of six of them, right? So, I don't think that they really realized what inflation was doing. And I felt like the horses were kind of out of the barn, and now they were trying to shut the door. And, I still don't think they have it under control. And I just know that, things are more expensive. And if I'm on a fixed income, and if I'm retired or I'm about to be retired, that's going to bother me more than if I'm working. Right. So we have clients that are very concerned about that. Luckily, we have a plan in effect, and they have different vehicles that will stay at par with inflation, and we've done that before. If you're just sitting out there hoping for the best, you need to get a plan.
Again, 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256. Yeah. And kind of a domino effect. I agree with you. Inflation being the biggest story and driving force. And then the Fed's reaction is rising interest rates, which caused market volatility to a great extent, Tim. So, those things in combination, all in the whirlwind of the hurricane, so to speak. So what can we do as individuals? I mean, this time of year, you're hearing about resolutions from savers and investors, any kind of common financial goals that you hear a lot about or that you help savers and investors achieve?
I would definitely tell anyone out there to get educated. We can we do our college classes throughout the year. They're local. We can also Zoom them. So give us a call and we'll get you signed up. I do say that people that come to class in person take more away from it. Just because there's a give and take, they can ask questions while they're there. Zoom is a little bit more standoffish, but if you're, an hour outside of the different communities that we're doing in, I get it. But I will tell you, get educated. Education is power. My father always said that. And I believe that you need to know, what's going on so you can make the concerted effort to get through a 30-year retirement. If you just kind of wing it, I don't think you stand a chance, because there are going to be bumps in the road that are catastrophic in some cases if you don't have a plan. So give us a call. We'll give you the schedule that we have for January, February, March, April, that we're teaching at Harper College. We're teaching at Roosevelt University. We're teaching at Oakton Community College. These are all community colleges around the areas that can help people get in class, get educated, and know more about your retirement.
Well, again, if you'd like any more information on any of those opportunities to attend in person at the college courses, or maybe to receive the link to Zoom to view and take part in any of those courses, pick up the phone, give TJ Stearns Inc., Tim Stearns CFP a call, 800-640-2256, 800-640-2256. Tim, we're already a week into the new year, and I know that at this point in time, a lot of resolutions have already been broken, but there are a few things that right. I have always heard and found to be helpful. Make SMART resolutions, and that is an acronym: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Make SMART resolutions. And then it takes more than reading and education, to get physically fit. We could read all of the books about exercising that we want. We could read all of the books about a healthy diet that we want. But unless we actually take some action based on that knowledge, we're probably not going to get into any better shape. And then yoga instructors and bodybuilders both want to be in shape, but may have very different, distinct goals for what that means for them. And financially, very similar, kind of a very specific set of goals. It's a very individual process. And that's what you help people really craft and create as a plan just for them.
Well, you start small, and you start tweaking some things. And next thing you know, you're up and running and actually have a plan of attack that, if something, God forbid, you lose your job, something happens where, someone gets sick, that type of thing. These are all things that we have, other plans for, a default plans that we can change things on the fly. I had a sibling that lost his job earlier than he thought he was going to work for. And so we had to do some dynamic planning for him and make sure that, that we were able to adapt to that. But that's what you do when you have a plan. You just, failure to have a plan is failing to plan, as they say, right? Is the joke, but it's true. So why not get out there and do it? Because 30 plus year retirement is looking a lot of people in the faces. And what's the difference between your grandparents and people nowadays? A lot of us don't have pensions. So how are we going to make that money last? Or if you have a pension and God forbid something happens to you, what happens to your spouse? Does he or she get half or nothing? These are things that we need to have contingency plans for, and we're prepared to help people get through a rocky 2023.
Tim Stearns, CFP, your resource, ladies and gentlemen. TJ Stearns, Inc., home of the Protect and Grow plan. It's a proprietary planning process and a written retirement income allocation plan. If you would like to get that proprietary Protect and Grow plan specific to you in your goals and your situation, pick up the phone now and give a call, 800-640-2256. That's 800-640-2256. And Tim, you've got that resource, the newly updated 2023 financial and retirement planning checklist. Many items on that checklist, but a great start for kind of getting our thoughts together on what we need to address in the year to come.
And we're happy to provide it to people. Give us a call. We'll shoot it to you via email. We have a lot of resources that can help people get through what I think should be a very interesting 2023.
Again, if you'd like that resource, the 2023 Financial and Retirement Planning Checklist, pick up the phone, give Tim Stearns, CFP, a call, 800-640-2256. That's 800-640-2256, or you can request the Protect and Grow plan for your situation to make sure that you're reviewing and evaluating all aspects of your financial, your investment, and your retirement progress. Getting that plan put together. 800-640-2256. That's 800-640-2256. Tim, always appreciate your time. More updates throughout the year as the year progresses, and certainly some adventures, and I'm sure some unexpectedness to come, but the plan there helping to guide us, you there keeping the plan in place.
It's my pleasure, Peter. I look forward to helping people this year.
Tune into Chicagoland certified financial planner Tim Stearns' full radio program and visit tjstearns.com for many valuable resources, including other great episodes of Chicagoland Retirement. Be sure to subscribe.
Securities offered through TJ Stearns, a registered representative of Crown Capital Securities LP, member FINRA SIPC. The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature, not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs.